Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you can't see the sky. The horizon is gone. The air smells of metal and smoke. And before you've even taken your first sip of water, your lungs are already working overtime. This isn't a nightmare. This is home for millions of people. Welcome to the city without air. In this video, you will discover the truth behind the world's most polluted cities, places where breathing is more dangerous than smoking. You'll see how entire populations live beneath a toxic haze, how the air itself, invisible, colorless, has become our planet's most silent killer. And you will meet the people who refuse to give up, fighting to reclaim the one thing we all need to survive: the right to breathe. In cities like Delhi, Beijing, Lahore, and Dhaka, every breath is a gamble. Every inhale, a risk. Children walk to school with masks pressed to their faces. Cars crawl through streets where visibility is no more than a few meters. The World Health Organization warns that 99% of humanity now breathes unsafe air. And every year, 7 million lives are lost to pollution, more than from malaria, HIV, or traffic accidents combined. In Delhi, the air quality index regularly crosses 500. That's 20 times beyond what is considered safe. Breathing there is like smoking 25 cigarettes a day. Children cough before they can speak. Flights are canceled because the sky itself has turned opaque. Hospitals overflow with cases of asthma, heart disease, and cancer. This isn't the future. This is now. Air, the one thing every living being shares, has become a carrier of poison. Invisible particles called PM 2.5 float through the atmosphere. They rise so small they slip past your body's defenses, burrowing deep into your lungs, then your bloodstream, then your heart. Mixed with nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide, the air becomes a silent assassin. You don't smell it. You don't taste it. You just breathe it until one day, your body can't fight anymore. In these cities, mornings start with coughing. Phones flash warnings. Air quality hazardous. Stay indoors. But who can? The world doesn't pause for pollution. A delivery driver pulls on a torn mask and rides through the haze. A mother opens the window just long enough to let her child see the street, then shuts it again. The air outside doesn't just sting. It suffocates. By noon, throats burn. By nightfall, the city glows orange, not from light, but from dust. A city that never truly sleeps because it can't ever truly breathe. In hospitals, the air writes its toll. Doctors treat lung diseases in patients who never smoked. Children gasp for breath through oxygen tubes. Elderly patients fade quietly behind masks. Researchers say air pollution doesn't just scar the lungs, it changes the brain. It affects memory, mood, and even unborn children. A mother's breath can no longer protect her child. The poison crosses the placenta. The damage begins before birth. The city without air doesn't just steal lives. It steals futures. But how did we get here? The answer is in our machines, our engines, our hunger for civilization and progress. Every factory, every car, every power plant, they all release what we choose to ignore. In Delhi, crop burning and construction dust choke the air. In Beijing, industrial growth created a bowl of smoke. In Ulaanbaatar, families burn coal to survive freezing winters. And in Lagos, diesel generators fill the sky with soot. We built cities for cars, not for people. But now, the people are paying the price. In some places, technology tries to save what policy won't. Schools build sealed oxygen classrooms, artificial bubbles of clean air for children. Wealthy families install air purifiers the size of furniture. Some even wear portable oxygen packs outdoors. But for millions living in crowded neighborhoods, there's no purifier, no escape. You can't buy clean air when your city doesn't have it. The city without air is also a city without equality. The rich breathe filtered oxygen. The poor breathe what's left. Street vendors, drivers, laborers, they live where the smog is thickest, where every breath hurts. Air pollution has become the new divide, a silent class war of lungs and privilege. But the truth is that air doesn't care who you are. Sooner or later, it reaches everyone. Now, cities are fighting back. Beijing has cut its pollution nearly in half. Mexico City banned leaded fuel and replaced old buses. London taxes high-emission vehicles. Delhi is planting trees and experimenting with clean energy. And around the world, innovators are rising, building smog-eating skyscrapers, moss walls, and artificial trees that drink carbon from the sky. It's not enough yet, but it's a start, because every clean breath we restore is a victory. But if we don't act, the numbers are terrifying. By 2050, air pollution could claim more than 10 million lives every year. Rising heat will trap smog longer. Expanding cities will spread it wider. And one day, the air itself, the thing that gives life, could become our greatest enemy. The city without air is not just a place. It's a warning, a mirror held up to all of us. Somewhere tonight, a child looks up at a gray sky and wonders what blue really looks like. The question isn't whether that child deserves clean air. The question is, why did we ever let them live without it?